Hello, everyone. This is Louis Tafari with Romanitas Press. Just a quick short video announcement here to let you know it has finally arrived. Catholic Liturgy, its Fundamental Principles by Dom Gaspar Lefebvre. And in fact, it's arrived a week early. So we're really happy about this and excited. This is the masterpiece of Dom Gaspar Lefebvre on the Sacred Liturgy. And it was first printed in English in 1924. It was actually reprinted in 1937, but then it was revised in 1954. And what we've done is this is 1954 revision, which we've also restored some things that were in the 1924 that they left out in 37 and 54. And we've added some things of our own as well to augment this even more. So this is an absolutely terrific book in covering again, what subtitle says, it's fundamental principles of the sacred liturgy. It has all these wonderful, great chapters that from Christ in the liturgy, Mary in the liturgy, angels in the liturgy, saints in the liturgy, the sacraments, the sacramentals, the divine office, the missal itself. So there's all these Catholic liturgy and sociology. So there's all these wonderful features that are in this book. It's a very easy book to read. Father Thomas Kosik, who wrote in an introduction, he said once he sat down and he started reading the book, and 2 hours had gone by, and he wasn't even aware. He was just so drawn into this book. So it's an absolute terrific and gold mine. And very, very easy to read, but very profound, very deep. Some of the things to show you what we've added is so here's some pictures we've added. This is actually a dedication that the author wrote. And we've added the pictures now of these two clergymen. Added a bio and a pic of Dom Gaspar himself. We also have an introduction for Father Thomas Kosik, who I just mentioned, who belongs to the Sacred Liturgy Association. He's an author. And there's my foreword as a reprinter about the book itself. And then, of course, we have this wonderful table of contents. You can go up on the website, and table of contents is up there. Mention another picture of this is the preface that was written to the first edition. This is who Dom von Caerleon. And then we have these wonderful lithographs here. These lithographs were done by the famed Belgian illustrator René de Cronmaer. Okay, René de Cronmaer. And these are lithographs, and there's one for each chapter header, and there's one for the footer as well to show you. An example here is the waterfall showing the grace. Okay, these are very illustrative. There's a lot of symbolism built into them and everything. These were original in the 1924 edition, but they took them out in 37 and took them out in 54. We put them back. So it's really nice to augment it this way. Well, all these wonderful little lithographs that we have here. You can see. All right. So we're really happy that that's all back. Some other things that we did too. In 1954, they added to the appendix Catholic Liturgy and Liturgy and Catholic Action is the name of it. It was originally a standalone article that Dom Gaspar did much later after 1924, and then they just tacked it on as appendix. And we've actually added this lithograph. Actually came from the St. Andrew Daily Missal, because René de Cronmaer also illustrated that book as well too, and other things for Dom Gaspar. So we've now had that in there. What was also originally in there was this appendix on sermon topics for Sundays and greater feast days. So this is a nice little handy thing for priests in preparing their sermons. And then we also added, and this is one reason why we stopped the printing. One of the finishing touches I talked about that we were doing, we did a select brief biography of cited persons. So there's a lot of individuals or authors or people that are cited in this book. A lot of them are French, but not all. And they're not well known today. In fact, some of these guys, there were a few we could not even find a birthday or death day. The information was very scanty concerning them. So they might have been well known in Belgium or in France back in the 1920s, but today, for especially modern day Americans, they're virtually unknown. So we wanted to make this relevant again. So we've added this little biography of certain people that we were pretty certain could use one of these brief bios on. We also added a select bibliography of cited works as well too, to better acquaint everybody with what's being cited, because Dom Gaspar, in kind of typical French fashion of his time, does not always give the full title of each work that he's citing. He might just mention the author's name, and you would have to know, oh, he's citing this work. Well, now we have it compiled in one place what that work is. Some other things we did just to show you on the sample page. So all the footnotes have been renumbered. Originally, they were like symbols that they were using, or the footnotes were per chapter. Now it's 1 through whatever to the end. We've also reformatted this with block quotes to make it easier to read, easier to distinguish when someone's actually being quoted. Whereas before, they had just strung it all together. So it was kind of difficult to separate it out. So a lot of work went into this. This was over a year-long project to put this together, and I'm very pleased with how it's turned out. The cover in itself is a story. This is adapted from a slip jacket that was done for the original French editions, which for some reason they never did for the American. And they actually did 2 versions. They did a yellow and black printing and a red and black printing, but they never did a 4-color printing. We've actually gone, we redrew it, and then we recolorized it ourselves, and we came out with this beautiful Art Nouveau piece. Again, this is René de Cranmer's work again, being rejuvenated, you might say. So anyways, very happy about this. Now, I had a pre-print discount that was set to expire in the first week of September. And I am going to honor that, even though we have these in-house ready for immediate shipment, just because I've already announced it. So you can take advantage of that discount for that limited time only. So they are available for immediate shipment. This book makes a terrific introduction into Catholic liturgy, its traditional principles, the sound principles that the liturgical movement initially promoted based off what St. Pius X was talking about, and of course, Mediator Dei under Pius XII. It's really the authentic liturgical movement, you might say, because this is what the liturgical movement was always intended to do, okay, for the better understanding, appreciation, and love and participation in the sacred ministry among the laity, okay? So in any case, terrific gift for family and friends, the priests, seminarians, your bishop, okay? It's a great book. So please help spread the word that this is now finally available again in this very unique compilation. You're not going to find this anywhere else. Nobody else has this. If you might find a kind of a photocopy reprint of it somewhere, it's not going to have all this. All right. So anyways, thank you very much for your time. And thank you also for your support of Humanitas Press. Take care and God bless.